Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mangle Nerdy channel. I'm Miss Mangle, and today we are reviewing Twister. Woohoo! This is one of those films that I could watch multiple times and never get bored with. Like, it had some of the greatest memorable lines in it that I just absolutely loved that I kept quoting for many years to come. This film gave way to some of the greatest disaster movies. It was the one that paved the way for it, like Day After Tomorrow and films like that. Like it paved the way for those great films that we see later on. And with it winning a BAFTA award for best visual special effects of the following year, you can tell that they put a lot of love into this film. But guys, this film will contain spoilers, so y'all have been warned. But without further ado, let's get into this film and see what it's all about, shall we? During the approach of the most powerful storm in decades, University professor Dr. Joe Harding and an underfunded team of students prepare the prototype of Dorothy, a groundbreaking tornado data gathering device conceived by her estranged husband Bill. When Harding tells Bill that Dorothy is ready for testing and that their privately funded rival, Dr. Jonas Miller, has stolen the idea and built his own, Bill rejoins the team for one last mission. My final thoughts on this film: I absolutely loved this classic film. It is one of those type of films that you can watch over and over again, and to me, it never gets old. I remembered as a child seeing this film for the first time in theaters, and I was completely in awe by the tornadoes on the big screen. It made me feel like I was in the storm myself, like I was so immersed in what was going on the screen. I loved the cast in this, and one of my favorite characters was Dusty, played by the late great Philip Seymour Hoffman. He was one of those goofy characters that added a bit of comic relief to the overall serious mood. And some of his lines I just quoted over and over and over again because I just absolutely loved them. I loved Dr. Harding's character, played by Helen Hunt. In this, she was a strong female lead who wasn't afraid of the storms, who wasn't afraid of standing up for her research in a male oriented field. And Bill's character, who was played by the late great Bill Paxton, him and her's chemistry was just amazing to see on the screen as well. The entire cast was just incredible in this film. What I found the most fascinating and the most crazy about this film was all the references in this to real places and to real type, almost like events that would happen in a place called Tornado Alley. My mother, when she grew up in Oklahoma, and she used to tell me stories about how these storms were just so powerful, and how you would have split seconds to get to your storm shelter, and how it would, it would terrify her as a kid, and just the massive scale of how nature, you know how nature can devastate that quick. And this film gave way to many of those great, wonderful disaster movies that you see later on, like Dante's Peak, Volcano, um, Day After Tomorrow, films like that. Like it paved the way for some of these great disaster movies. 2012, another good example that, you know, this paved the way for those great films to be what they are. And with it winning an amazing, like, it won awards for the best special effects of its time. Heck, it even in Universal Studios when I was a kid, it had a ride of its own, a tornado experience, which I thought was just the coolest thing ever. And it's just amazing to see how Mother Nature reacts and evolves, and the direction of this and how the director did this was just incredible filming wise for its time. But guys, I would highly recommend this film. If you have not seen it, I suggest you guys go out and watch it. But what are y'all's thoughts on this? Please leave a comment in the comments down below and like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, also be sure in the comments to tell me what you guys thought of this. And don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified of my upcoming videos, guys. But thank y'all so much for watching. It means the world to me, and I appreciate it. And as always, guys, you guys be you, be nerdy, and have an awesome day. Bye.